Okay, here is the situation. Something in this structure right around this area happened that now makes me say maybe in Ripple we are dealing with an insanely bullish possibility, and in this video I am going to talk to you about it. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're having a great time with your family and loved ones, and if you remember the last time that we talked about XRP, we were somewhere around, I believe, these areas, and I was saying, look, this can be from this high a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we are going to have another move on the downside into wave 5, and on a higher degree maybe this white 5 wave down is going to be into the C leg of this ABC expanded flat, which may have started from this high right in here. Now, as you can see, we did have this move down, and we talked about it before. We said after this move down is over, we are going to get another move up in order to reach to somewhere around this very important cluster of resistance areas, which is from daily and weekly time frame at the same time, and it is between, let's say, 1.7 to about $2. Now, as you can see, we are there. And by the way, I want to be very clear, just because I was right this time doesn't mean that I am right all the time. No, I am just trying to get us right 6 out of 10 times. This just happened to be one of those times that I was right. So I want to be very clear. I am going to be wrong at some point, and you shouldn't really put a lot of hopes in my analysis, or for that matter, anyone else's analysis on YouTube. Now, here is the situation. The idea in here was that maybe starting from this point, we are having a 1, 2, and then if you remember, we said maybe this is like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up into wave 3, and from here we can have a correction in form of an expanded flat into wave 4, and the next move on the upside is going to be into this wave 5. Now, can this scenario be still in play? The answer is yes, but right now I kind of have my doubts about this thing right in here being in play. Why is that? Because I just do this and hide everything. There we go. If you want to say that this is our wave 2 and this huge move on the downside is our wave 4, well, okay, the length of them do not really match each other. That's why I want to argue maybe this move down and also this one are not going to be from the same degree, and that leads us to an extremely bullish scenario. And I think we talked about this move right in here before in the previous video. Let's go on 15-minute charts and see what is happening in here. There we go. So we were saying either this is going to be from here or maybe here, doesn't really matter, an ABC in form of a zigzag structure, or we are going to have, if I just take this one, an A, B, C, D, E, which in terms of Elliott waves, we call it a triangle, and this thing right in here is actually another 5 wave on the upside. Now, let me ask you this. If you are a regular viewer, triangles, do they happen into wave 2 or they have a habit of happening into wave 4? Well, you know the answer. It's actually the second option. That's why I want to say now, maybe this point is the end of our wave 3, followed by that we are having a triangle in here into wave 4, and the end of our wave 5 is actually going to be right around this area. And as you can see now, the length of this wave 2 and this wave 4 match perfectly with each other, and it does seem like that they are actually from the same degree. And I can tell you, look, maybe we are having, if I just take this one, yeah, sure, let's say starting from this high, an A, B, C zigzag, and for our B leg we can have, I guess, a triangle structure too, but this point doesn't really matter. And on a higher degree, there is a good chance in XRP we are having 5 wave up into a wave 1, correction for wave 2, and this move up is going to be a big one, and it is going to continue for quite a bit, which is going to be into this wave 3, and then we're going to see a correction for 4, and after it, another move on the upside into wave 5. So what's the message in here? Basically, so far in XRP, as you can see, we had very strong and very sharp moves on the upside, and based on the evidence that I'm seeing right in here, it seems like that we are going to continue having the same pattern, meaning huge and sharp moves on the upside for quite a while, and we talked about it before. You see, the reason for why I say this is an unbelievably important resistance area is because above it, we're not actually having a whole lot of strong supports. And based on what I'm seeing right now, I'm going to argue there's a very decent chance that soon in XRP, we are going to get a break of this region, do a very quick pullback, and then we are going to continue our move on the upside to where I'm going to tell you most likely to set an all-time high and take the highest high, if I just go on daily time frame, all the way up here around $3.5. In my opinion, something like this now can definitely be in the cards in XRP because the structures do scream bullish. By the way, I want to be very clear. I'm not saying that we are not going to have correction structures on the downside. No, we are definitely going to have it. But now I'm willing to say that we are going to first complete this red 5-wave on the upside, and at that point we can say, look, we probably have completed from the lowest low in here around 48 cents, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5-wave on the upside on a higher degree, which is going to be even on a higher degree, you know it, into, if I just take this one, excuse me, a larger degree wave 3. And then in here, it's going to be time to have a correction structure for 4. And after it, we can have another big move on the upside into wave 5. Now, here's a very important point. Again, according to what I see right now in the charts, I'm willing to say that in this wave 3, we are going to first set an all-time high, and then we are going to start having a correction structure for wave 4, and then followed by that, another big move up into wave 5. So basically, in my opinion, in XRP, there's a very good chance our sharp move up is going to continue until we set an all-time high and take the highest side about, let's say, $3.5. And thereafter, we are going to have some corrections. But again, please do not be fooled. At that point, our move up overall is just not going to be over. I don't believe this is going to be the case. XRP had a 7-year long-term drawn-out correction structure, and corrections like this usually lead to extreme extensions, meaning, in my opinion, a $10 XRP can be considered as a very likely and also first target. And we can, after hitting $10, go actually to somewhere around 20, maybe even $30 if we're gonna have at that point the right structures. And in the previous video, I specifically explained why a $30 XRP can now be in the cards based on what we are seeing in Bitcoin and also Bitcoin dominance. So let's have our final conclusion and wrap up today's video. In the long term, in XRP, I am 1000% bullish, and I fully believe this is 5 up into 1, correction for 2, big move on the upside into wave 3, and this drawn out correction structure is into this wave 4, and after it's over, and I do think it's actually over already, we're gonna get a huge move up into wave 5. Now, extensions usually happen into wave 3, but in the crypto market, we have a habit of extensions happening into wave 5, and this correction structure took so long, which makes me quite more confident about having a very solid extension in XRP's chart into this wave 5. And again, I want to be very clear. I think we can go for the first target to somewhere around $10, and then after it, 20, maybe even $30. So in the long term, we are 1000% bullish. Now, in the short term, we are also extremely bullish now, because I'm thinking in here, we may have, starting from this point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up into wave 1, correction for wave 2, and this move up is going to continue for quite a bit, and it's going to be into this wave 3, and then correction for 4, another move up into wave 5. And the main point for like very short term is this: there is now a very high chance that in XRP, just in this move, which is going to happen in quite a sharp way, we are going to actually set an all-time high and take the highest side around $3.5, and thereafter it's going to be time to have a correction structure, which means at the moment in XRP we are looking insanely bullish. This is the point that I'm trying to make in this video, and I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in XRP's price chart. Anyway, If you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next video, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.